fair amount of business runs through Hopetown, and from what I understand, most of it is legal.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Liftoff looks good. All systems aim point reached. Orbit stable.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Hello.
Hey,
Payday is always a good day.
I suppose that's it. We have resorted to theft now, I see.
You're under arrest. No sudden...
okay, hello.
Just letting off some steam before the next shift.
You here for commerce? Or another bored tourist?
We need to eat before the next shift. Where is it?
Yes.
What is it? Need to see what I'm carrying? Until next time. Excuse me.
I do not recall you asking if you could take that.
Only place you can get a weapon in town.
Pardon. Keep an eye on your valuables.
I have something for you when you have a moment. Lifting off now. Stay in orbit or jump. Your call. Grav jump complete.
Welcome back, Agent. You're clear to dock at docking port 1.
Lack of love.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume? Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. It sounds like you admire that lunatic. He's kept ahead of us by murdering our past informants, so if you admire someone like that, maybe we picked the wrong person for the job.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. Perfect. Just stick with the plan, and we'll see who gets to Krix's legacy first.
A lot of us had our doubts about you. Sentiments are shifting.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
And we're loose. Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored. Nice clean dock, Captain.
I don't trust shielding. I got a secret part in my ship just in case.
Rook.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimison. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
She would be wise to do the same.
I sure hope so. She might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
You'd better. For your sake. Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work.
Privileges of rank, my darling. And you, get the hell out of here, and don't... Good luck.
Is Mina seeing anyone right now?
Clamps released. Nice
This
job.
is
We're
UC
rocking
Security.
target.
Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete.
King, loud as a bell.
Clear to
Eyes
land.
ready to let you aboard.
Docking cycle complete. Hey, pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
If it were not for the lodge, I think I would avoid this city. It is all just too much.
I did not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
What's on your mind?
Burning helium across the far reaches is dangerous work. Spend so much time looking at the scans.
Hello,
I can see
Cora.
star systems orbiting
What are you
in my
reading these
head.
days?
Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on. But if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the island. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
From 100 years ago.
Captain, may I be of assistance on your...
All right, let's see what's out there. put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place. Gear looks green, ready to land. My risk.
If you need to harvest any organic materials, now would be the time.
First gotten run I ever pulled was a large cargo freighter, hauling kitchen and cupboard, food and other goods meant for homes. Fine test for a rook back then. Nothing like feeling the key's belly to earn nuts from the old knives. Went knuckle to bone with the freighter's crew straight away. Thought I was just eager to show myself off. Make sure my crew knew I was dangerous, even unarmed. Looking back, think I just wanted to know that I was taking the prize the fair one's way. Give them a chance to fight for it. But even telling yourself you're winning it from someone is a break on a dark
I
road.
would not wish to make too many
Every day
assumptions
was a
about where
smile
the
on my
credits
face,
for all this came
knowing
from,
that I was better,
but it seems
stronger,
that crime does
and
indeed
quiet
pay.
moments to feel guilt's reflection were easily shattered when you know the UC is always hunting you. Memory's fault comes through on the exact time, but my career in the fleet took a turn as the UC stepped up its efforts. Not the first or last time they tried to wash the bloody tab. Caught a smile being with the crew whose captain took the challenge to play smart. If every breach and storm was a fight to the death, might as well make it for the highest stakes. And why not take the time to learn all the locks and bolts? Crack the systems that held the treasures? Learn the routes between stars that would become the best places to go. I never read so many books in my days as when I was gearing the brain for a heist. Soon enough, I found myself just reading whenever time's moments could spare.
Hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Perhaps all this does come at a cost. To one's peace of mind, if nothing else.
Made too many promises to shine light on the details, but I cashed out from the fleet. Bought an old hauler and converted it into a flying traveler's inn. Even named it the Jolly Roger as a bit of history's chuckle. We sputtered around the settled systems as best we could, helping the helpless. A safe harbor for anyone who needed it. Eventually, retired from that as well. Had too much of the past, still needed burying. Didn't stop Sarah Morgan from finding me, though. In her hunt for one of the historical relics I stole from the UC. Been a part of Constellation ever since. A third life in the making, and one with a mission worth the toil. When my former captain died, I knew my days with the fleet were marching to the cliff's end. I was already considered an old jack-o'-bones, scaring the new rooks on the fact that I was still alive. Grimm's laughing reminder that most of them wouldn't make it to my age. Tossing my youth away on gutting haulers for the fleet was one thing, but watching another generation doing the same, knowing where the end was for them, my mind started clocking hours on the point of it all. And that's when the beauty of the Blackest Sea started to catch me for the first time. Humanity's jaunt into the stars could use a friendlier meeting than gun and blade. And who could do better paid in full for this little piece of the settled systems to call my own? The pot is starting to boil over back in Constellation with all this work we're doing with the eye, so this might be the last time I set eyes here for a spell. Don't really know if my faith holds strong to Barrett's idea of what these artifacts are, but the science sings true. How did I get here? A Crimson Fleet rook turned old man astronomer, arguing with a physicist about what the stars themselves are. How to smile on this life. Owe it all to the others that didn't make it.